Hello, this is Yon Makbul. I'm here at the China Auto Show. Yesterday I introduced the 7X in a live broadcast ahead of its upcoming release in Korea. I wanted to show it to you quickly, but the video quality was a bit disappointing. So, I'm back again. Since the release is just around the corner, I think you already know most of the product features. However, after showing the live broadcast, there were a lot of people curious about the color of the car. The color of the car has already been more or less decided. I'll show you in detail, like seeing it in person. You may have seen the exterior color, but the black I showed you earlier looks like this. It's black. And I told you that this teal color in the middle lights up when the autonomous driving system is activated. I've seen most of the colors. If you like a clean look, I think this black color would suit you really well. And especially, the more I look at the design, the more impressed I am by how smoothly it slopes down like a coupe. Also, if you look at it this way, it kind of gives off a vibe similar to the Genesis GV70. I think a lot of people in Korea will probably choose this color, and I'd say this color is one that most people will like. You could say it's the signature color that represents Zeekr. Among the exterior colors, I think I've seen all of them except for the silver one, so I think it would be good for you to keep these color options in mind as well. 2 more color options are also available. I've searched for the silver color multiple times, but even in the Chinese market, I still haven't been able to see it. But personally, I think if this silver is a bit metallic, it would go well with this car. I think the dark purple color is one you really need to see in person. It has a subtle, mysterious vibe. It's a color that adds to that mysterious feeling. I think it would be better suited for women rather than men. I couldn't find this color locally either, but it features a silver group roof on a blue body. It seems like it would have a stylish vibe. Coincidentally, the 007 car has a blue color, so it might be good to use this as a reference, but I think the color will be a bit darker than this. So I've introduced a total of 5 exterior colors. Which exterior color did you like the most? Alright then, let me show you the interior colors in more detail as well. The color you're looking at right now is gray-black. The gray-black color is black on a gray base. The black areas aren't very dark. The name black doesn't mean it's truly deep black. It's a light black tone, so you can think of it as a black that's almost gray, mixed with a slightly darker gray. So if you take a quick look, the upper part is closer to black, and the lower part is gray. In dim lighting, the 2 colors appear nearly identical. So, just because it has black in it doesn't mean it's a dull or dark color. I think, from the most practical point of view, this color will probably be the one people choose the most. First, if you look at the door trim, which you might be curious about, the upper part is black and the lower part has gray tones. These parts look very luxurious. Even if many people choose this color, I don't think they'll regret it. And you can definitely feel a sense of luxury in these parts as well. With its serious vibe, it's not light at all, and it's a gray color that you won't get tired of even after a long time. I think this will be the most popular color choice in Korea. Unfortunately, the white color I showed you live yesterday isn't available in the showroom right now. I wanted to show them to you side by side, but I asked for your understanding about this. I think it would be good for you to compare the main parts together. And the door trim here, you see it often, right? The colors of the parts that catch your eye are really important. With this black tone, patterns that look like rose gold metal or jewels are combined. So if you look at it like this, I think you'll be able to understand what the differences are. Especially this gray tone and the metal finish on the speaker grille go really well together. If you like a more luxurious feel, the gray color would be a good choice for you. Also, the ceiling is made of suede material. The car's overall balance is great with this suede color too. Look at this. The combination of metal speaker grills and suede is really a perfect match. It also goes really well with the design of the tweeter. The design harmonizes perfectly with the Mugen on the steering wheel as well. And below the infotainment system, the physical buttons have a metal finish like this. This metal material also matches well with the design at the bottom. If I were to buy it, now that I've seen all the colors, but if I had to choose, I would want to pick the white color. However, the white color is a bit vulnerable to stains, especially for someone like me who often wears jeans. Since it's a bit inconvenient when it gets dirty, white itself feels a bit high maintenance. That's what I want to say. Realistically, I think this color would be the one I choose. And depending on the angle you look at it, there's a bit of a purple color, but that's just how it looks on camera. You can think of it as a slightly lighter gray color. Now, let's take a look at the second row space. For the gray-black color of the second row, I think it's best to start by looking at the back of the seat. The top of the seat is finished in a light gray, and the lower part. The backrest area here is finished in black, but it's not actually black. To be precise, it's not true black, but it's a color close to black, so it definitely doesn't feel stuffy. And if you look at the pillar area here, it matches really well. Try taking a look at the interior from a distance like this. Right now, you're looking at the interior in gray and black colors. And this is the feeling you get from the center area. Overall, it's calm. I think it's a good choice for family use. Also, I want to tell you again that it doesn't feel stuffy at all. Just letting you know again. And in the second row, there's also this display for the Chinese local market. Every time you use it, it's very satisfying to use. The bottom part functions as a table that can be opened, and the top part is a monitor. When you press it, the monitor turns on and slides out like this. Oh. Wow. I really hope this will be offered in Korea, as it is, and I don't think there would be any technical difficulties, but there are some issues with domestic regulations, so I'll just keep it as a wish for now. And also inside the car, you can see a variety of premium features. In Korea, these premium features are only available in Genesis models like the GV80, G80, or G90. I'm sure those of you who wanted these great features will be really pleased. First, let's look around while facing the back of row 2. If you're someone who really doesn't have much time, just choose this color. I don't think anyone will dislike this color. It's fine. And it's moderately luxurious. But it's not a pure black, so the interior doesn't look completely dark or anything like that. So personally, I think this color will be the most popular interior color choice among buyers in Korea. Now, let's take a look at another color. The second color is black and purple. This is the color of the first row, which you'll use the most. It's the space you first encounter when you open the door. This side is black and the lower part is purple. Black and purple give off a slightly heavy feeling. Yes, they do. When purple meets metal, it creates a fresh, striking feel. This is what the first row space looks like. Looking at the first and second rows together, you can really feel the purple vibe. This vehicle is definitely a combination of purple and black, but you can see the purple color in more places than the black. The black is on the headliner, on the suede part, and that's the look. I think the camera looks brighter right now. That's about the difference. Let me repeat, you really need to see colors like purple for yourselves. I've stepped inside. You can clearly see the difference like this. With black and gray, the boundary just looks like a natural gradient, but with this purple, the contrast between black and purple is distinct. But this purple combination seems to go well with the metallic feel of rose gold. There's a slight difference with the lighter colors. So, if you like this kind of serious and luxurious vibe, I think this purple would be fine. But considering the local sentiment, I don't think many people will choose it. I think women should choose this instead of men. The purple steering wheel is completely different too. If you look at the border here, the top part is black and this part is purple. Since the color is dark, it should be resistant to stains. It's a good color to express your own personality. The lower infotainment system looks like this beneath the metal. You often look here. The feeling itself is nice. This texture seems to stand out a bit more. There's a slight difference here. They really did a great job with these metal parts too. The controls feel pretty decent too. The purple one has this design too. The space above the console isn't as much as you might expect. There's a reason for that. There's a refrigerator underneath, so while the space isn't that big, it still serves as a useful storage area. The console area also has this kind of vibe. The camera's white balance changes depending on the lighting. Even with color correction, the colors always look a bit different from what you see in person, whether shooting indoors or outdoors. That's just how these colors are. This interior color is the kind that, if you don't like it at first, you'll keep regretting it. So you need to be careful. So some people just go with the safe design that others choose, but that's not right. You should definitely be able to choose the color you want. This is what the second row looks like from the first row. Looks like a luxury car, right? It's nice, but purple seems like a color that's hard to recommend without hesitation. When you open the door, can you feel the vibe of this purple? Right now, the camera seems to capture this black and purple a bit darker, but it's actually brighter than this. And you should know that the saturation is a bit lower than this, so you really need to see the car in person. As for this purple, a similar shade was used on Genesis vehicles before, and it looked really refreshing. It's not a bright or lively feeling. For those seeking luxury, these colors are also found in ceramics. I think it would suit those people well. If a woman chooses it, I think it would be a good color. This color seems to be about personal preference, so some might ask, what kind of color is this? Why did you choose this color? It's one of those colors that you might get asked this question a lot about. But if you want a luxurious feel or want to emphasize your own personality, I think you should take a closer look at this color. In Korea, brown and gray colors have been the main focus, so colors like this might feel a bit unfamiliar. And if you look at these things, even the seat belts are color matched. You can use them in a stylish way. The upper part here is this color in the interior. The lower part is the same gray-black you saw earlier. It's a black tone. This black tone may look a bit brighter on camera, but you can consider it to be a slightly darker shade. It's not too dark, so I want to stress it doesn't look dull. Let's take a look at the door trim as well. You can clearly see the purple color on the door trim. The upper part is purple and the lower part is black. And the rose gold and this purple color go really well together. It looks bright, and when you look at it like this, it definitely looks luxurious. It feels like the metallic texture matches better with this purple than with the black. And depending on the angle, this part looks a bit darker. This part looks relatively lighter, so I think these two materials are a little different. So far, we've looked at the 7X at Zeekr's display at Auto China. I actually test drove the 7X in China first. I got a good impression from it. The vehicles released in Korea will probably be tuned for the ride quality that Korean consumers prefer. If it gets released here, I'll make sure to check these details thoroughly as well. This has been Young Mukurum. Thank you. If this was helpful, please give it a like. Subscribe and turn on notifications to get accurate new car information.